Welcome everybody to our Black Chip Bounty Freezeout, the regular Sunday night game here in Farwell, Texas. First hand, Kill Bill's going to look down to pocket sevens. Up to 7,000. That's going to fold back around to him. He's going to turn it up, show the table. No bluff this time, so he can get away with it next time.
Stay away from me.
I know. Ya comenzando mañana.
$4,000 from Andrew. He's got a pair of ladies. Ace 10 might be the only challenger. Just gonna make the call in the big blind. Heads up to the flop. Deuce, 9, deuce, rainbow. Queen still in the lead. Bill's gonna check it over to Andrew. He's gonna check it back. 8 changes nothing. Now Bill looking to fire. Makes it 4,500 to go. Quick call from Andrew. 5 street. King. Scary for Andrew, but he is still good. If Malcolm were to fire again, it would be very effective. He's going to check it over. Now a bet of 5,000 from Andrew with the best hand. Bill's going to make the good fold. Call from Jesus. 10-8 suited. And a suited baby ace.
I know. Must have torn like 3 times in a row. But the king doesn't scare me.
Bet of 2,500 from Jesus.
Don't get much value.
Just the two of us. On to the turn, the jack of clubs. 4 ways to the straight now for Jesus. They check to the river. An 8. No straight, but Jesus does get there on the river. He checks over. It'll be checked back.
Dealer has the king.
Yo, rare to get pocket pairs too. That shit's so good. It's not. Look, because technically you're supposed to 4x and the pair. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I do.
For the book, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, any pair you're supposed to
No,
4x.
when you broke in 34x pre-flop.
It's like
That's what I know.
Jack 9 suited up, you're supposed to 4x.
4x. Yeah.
Jack 9 suited up, you're supposed to 4x, I think.
Oh. But then when I'm betting but then when I go down from like $75 bets to $20 bets,
Then
and I pick up pocket threes and I 4x it, of course it fucking holds. Dealer has like
Jack 9
9.
suited or better, 4x.
I think so. Yeah, I haven't played in a long
I
time.
was King 9.
Is it King 9?
I was,
I think it was like any Jack.
Ace queen for Jesus this time. He's gonna make the call.
Jack 9 all the time. That's not fun. I think it's suited. I don't play it much. The game gets you really fast. It's fun though. It is fun.
10-8 suited for Kill Bill this time. He's gonna stick around.
Then you can like show your cards.
And a check from Andrew, who has 10 deuce twice in a row. Brunson must be lucky. 4-8-5, all diamonds. He is not the only one holding a diamond. In fact, he checks it over to the only one holding the diamond that matters, the big diamond, who makes it 2 to go.
Yeah, because then incentivizes people to make
Call from Kill Bill. And Andrew's going to stick around as well. 4 pairs the board. 8 still good for Kill Bill. Kill Bill does make the call. Heads up to the river. King changes nothing. Jesus first to act. 11,000. And a great call from Kill Bill. Took him no time. The 8 is going to be good for him. Good hand there from Kill Bill. Get a nice chip up.
Stay with the original. I had to stay and then keep the games and then
Don't point him out like that.
I see everything.
Big slick. Top pair, top kicker for OJ. He checks it over to Christian. He's going to fire off 10,000. Christian with a mystery hand. Of course, OJ's going to make the call. Top. 6 of clubs. Checks it over to Christian again. He's going to check it back this time. 9 of clubs. No spades get there. And they check it down. Ace King is going to be good for OJ.
the outcome of it.
You never raised it, man. Unless it's just your initial raise.
When he raised,
No, you never. You don't. It's
Then
the
he
only
bet.
time you ever raised it that much, like, you were with such raising. You never do that. It's rare. I've seen it.
ace queen.
Should I do that in the cat comparing?
That's what I was
You
thinking.
get your
Up to 5,000 from Kill Bill. He's got his favorite hands. Good chance we see a call from Andrew with pocket nines. Ace 10 suited for OJ is going to stick around as well. And Jesus in the big blind. Ace 10 in the lead at the moment. They check to the turn. A jack. Bet of 7,000. This jack could get Kill Bill in a little bit of trouble. Deuce, no help for Kill Bill. They check it down. Kill Bill not going to lose too much there to the ace again for OJ. Got 800 going to first place tonight on top of all the bounties. Giving just more chances to earn here at our Sunday night game. The Black Chip Bounty Freezeout. Raised to 5,000 with the king from Mike Reed. OJ with ace 9 now. Reaching for some chips. He'll make the call. Queen 9 suited for David. He's going to make the call. 3 ways to a flop. Ace 9 10 all hearts. 2 pair for OJ. David checks. 6,000 from Mike Reed. Call from OJ and probably a call from David as well. Call for less. The 9's going to get him in trouble unless he can catch a queen, which would not. Oh, dead on the turn. Bet of 11 this time from Mike Reed. Quick call from OJ with a 2 pair. Another heart. OJ is going to show him the bad news. 2 pair on the flop. Ace is going to get him paid again. Good game from David tonight. Leave us with 8 at our final table. Ace deuce for Kill Bill. It's going to fold to him. In the +2, he makes the call. OJ makes call. Queen 8 suited. Looked like one from Jesus as well. The check from Mike Reed. He's going to flop a pair, but not the best pair. Whole lot of pairs around, actually. Bet a 7,000 from Jesus with a gut shot. It's going to be a call from the top pair, ace deuce for Kill Bill. OJ with a pair of eights. Gonna get away from it. Just the two of us to the turn. Jack now up and down for Jesus. The 9 is only gonna cause trouble for him though. Bet of 11,000 from Malcolm. And a quick call from Jesus. Kill Bill's going to give him the bad news. Baby Ace is good here. One minute remaining in 1,000, 2,000. Sunday night game. There are no antes. Prolongs the action just a little bit. Some more classic poker tournament structure. Call with 8-7 for Kill Bill. Now 7,000. Jacks from OJ. Mike Reed shoves all in with pocket kings. Bounty in the middle, going to instigate a little bit of extra action. $100 bill to whoever can take out Mike Reed. Bad news. Mike Reed's got pocket kings. They're going to need a lot of help, whether it's jacks or 8-7. A call from Kill Bill. Looks like jacks sticking around as well. Heads up to the flop on this side. Jacks flop trips. Gut shot for Kill Bill. Bet a 12,000. And a quick call. No 10 yet to help Kill Bill. He's going to check it all in and a call. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He didn't need the 10. What a turn card. And the paired board on the river is going to be a double elimination for OJ. Massive pot. What a rough run out. Set on the flop for OJ.
I mean, you were losing, he's calling you.
The 5 on the turn for Malcolm. Now he's got the nuts. OJ trapped in with a set. Gets the boat outs on the river. Massive pot.
Kings, straight, on the boat.
Kill Bill now in a bit of a predicament. Short stacked at our final table. He'll have to find somewhere to make a move. Probably not under the gun with 8-4 offsuit, though. All in from Rhonda. Ace-8 offsuit. Ace-9 for OJ. This could get nasty if he were to call. He does lay it down. As does Christian. King-8 suited for Joy. She lays it down as well. Rhonda gets no action pre-flop. For better or worse, there were some hands she probably wanted to see call. Some that she definitely did not want to see call. Rhonda with ace-8 again. Let's see if she mirrors the action. She sure does. Malcolm, the last hope for her to get any action. It's going to be the all-in from Malcolm. Live cards indeed. Kill Bill will need a queen or a 9 to stay alive here, I believe. He is the one at risk, not Rhonda. Just barely. 6, 7, 7. Another 7. He'll need a queen or a 9. And no help. Good game from Malcolm. Rough runouts. Trapped into a hand you just can't get away from there. Not too long ago.
Say, don't tell me you did that wrong and I had to put my big blind out. What would happen off that? Like if the dealer messed up the blind call and I fold my big blind thinking that was first ag. What do you mean? Like say, cause if there was no dead small, he messed up the like there was no dead small. He thought there was. And then I ended up put my big blind when I folded, I still put my big blind out.
Pair on the flop for Rhonda. It's going to be a bet of 5,000. Ace-5 of diamonds for OJ. He'll make the call. Ace-Queen suited for Christian. He'll make it 8 to go. And a call from the ace-5 suited. Diamonds versus spades. OJ wants to see 5s or diamonds. There is one diamond out there. 2 9s and a deuce. Checks it over to Christian. A bet of 20,000 and a snap fold from OJ. Christian trying to find a big payday on the biggest stack at the table. It's third time I've seen Rhonda stuck with the 7 deuce. Looks like we're going heads up to the flop. Jack, 3, 10, 2 diamonds. They check to the turn. Deuce of diamonds. No diamonds for our players, though. King on the river. Queen high is going to be good. They check it down. And OJ will get another little chip up there. Extend the lead a little bit. Small blind. OJ is looking down at some baby suited connectors. Jesus has aces, and he flops top set. A check and a bet in the dark. Pair of 5s for OJ. He's also got some backdoor hearts. A call, and then an all-in the dark. The hearts draw is dead. And OJ gets away from it. Jesus going to get a nice little 20,000 chip up. Probably hoping for a couple more with the aces there, but always rather win a little bit than lose a lot. OJ is going to make the call with a baby unsuited connector. Jesus is going to make the call with a connector of his own. And Christian in the big blind is going to check. 7, 8, 9. Jesus in the lead. He's going to make it 10 to go. Gonna bet another fold from OJ there. Jesus on a bit of a streak now.
He was sketched on somebody, which he did, but then at the end,
King deuce for OJ. He'll make the call. Call. King 6 suited for Jesus. Sounds like we have a bit of a cash game brewing. They're going to check to the turn. No action cards on the flop. Fourth card is 4. Pairs the board.
Done in 30 minutes.
Luego con eso yo voy armando canoso.
Makes you think of history.
Lento. No, si llegamos como a las 3. Tres y media, 3:30. ¿Eh?
Se refería por el.
No, de repente me animé porque no más que tuve una cita con el doctor allá. ¿Sabes por qué? ¿Qué quieres ir conmigo el viernes? Uy, pero si ahí nos vamos a ver. Y te fue a dar 3 horas y media nomás ahí. En regreso.
Going to be a call from Joy. King 3, King Queen for Rhonda. She's going to check in the big blind. Neither of them catch a card, but King Queen, strong lead so far. Unless a fourth club comes out, they check all the way to the river. No club. It's a king. Could be trouble for Joy. Looks like she's going to fire. Quick call from Rhonda with the better king.
No tanto como aquí, pero sí estaba ejercito. Ahora iba a estar en 43 por ahí. Sí, aquí también. Mañana va a haber como a 7, 6, 7 va a bajar. Y el alto como 20.
Ace 9 suited in the spades for Christian. Looks like he's probably going to raise it up. It's going to be a raise to 10 and a quick shove from Joy. She's got a mystery hand. Ace 9 versus ace and a face. Ace king for 2 pair.
Where's the other red dick?
No, manejó.
Even if you see aces, you don't want.
He's real good.
No.
You know your aces don't hold though.
Regresó a nivel.
Only had one. Maybe it's just one from the.
Sí, me vino la jugada. Acá no.
Yeah.
¿Cómo anduvo en las ventas esta
Four,
semana?
7, 6.
You just took it down, right?
So they don't have like certain serial numbers on them that only read with
No,
one deck,
no
they'll
read
just read.
No, it's actually a random string of numbers that we register to the table.
So I'm just not registered.
Yeah, they're on the spot. Well, that one is because we've used it before.
Oh.
But
So it'll read the same as what I'm saying.
Once it's in the system, it's in there, right?
yeah, once it's in there, it's in there.
Nice.
Yes.
Ándale pues.
For cattle,
Sí,
they
sí,
don't
claro.
have RFID chips in there.
No love for the Jeremy special. Raise up to 10,000 with ace queen again. Christian. And all in from Rhonda with the suited ace. This time Christian has the bigger ace. Lots of cards could come for Rhonda though. She doesn't need to hit an ace or a 4 particularly. She could hit all those wheel cards. She could hit spades. It looks like a call from Christian. Oh, no, it's a fold. Great move from Rhonda. Gets a nice chip up on Christian's bet. 1 minute remaining at 1,500, 3,000. Pocket jacks for joy. Pocket queens for OJ. Joy's in trouble. He's counting out the call, it seems. Ace 3 suited. Do not think that Jesus is going to make that call. A little bit pricey for the suited baby ace to stick around. Jacks need to find a friend. 5-5 deuce on the flop. 9 of diamonds on the turn. And an ace on the river. Queens are going to hold for OJ. And he's starting to run away with it tonight.
No, you can switch you easily. If you want to sit over here, get more room, and use this sensor instead. We'll just sit here.
Gary, go ahead and move Rhonda to seat 4, please.
I'm big blind, huh? Yes, sir.
It is 2 and 4.
Seems like a walk for Christian. Never a bad day for a walk.
Yeah, 'cause if you limp in, you know it's going up.
Jack 10 in the small blind. Christian's gonna be nice. Give Rhonda the walk. Pay it forward after his walk last hand. OJ's in there with 8-6 suited. 7-5 suited for Christian. And king deuce for Andrew. He's going to take the option to check, going 3 ways to a flop. King deuce in the lead. Ace 5 9. Pair for Christian. They're going to check it to the turn. A 6, now a better pair for OJ. It's going to check around still. The 10. The 6 is going to be good. They check it down. Table really starting to thin out now. 5 remaining. Top 3 get paid. 150 to third, 350 to second, and 800 to first. Not counting the bounty prize that they build up along the way. Jack 9 suited for Jesus. He's going to make the call. And the check from OJ with 4 deuce. Heads up to the flop. He'll need a little bit of help here to continue the winning streak. 7-8-3 rainbow. Gut shot for Jesus. They check it over. Queen overshoots that gut shot and his pair cards. But still in the lead with Jack high. OJ checks it over. Jesus bets 6 and gets a snap fold. King deuce suited. It's no love from Christian. Another king deuce. This time it's Jack 9 suited for Andrew. OJ 6 round with 10-3. And Jesus in the big blind. And just the check from Jesus. Flop is 8, queen, 3, 2 hearts. Top pair for Jesus. Andrew on the heart draw. They check to a turn. No heart just yet. Jesus bet 6,000 again. Worked for him last hand. Call from Andrew. And still no heart for him. Queens and 8s now for Jesus. Checks it over to Andrew. Andrew bets 20,000. Now Jesus gonna fold the queen. Great bet from Andrew. Get Jesus to put down the better hand on the missed hearts draw. Ace-10 suited in the spades for OJ. He's going to make the call. In the small blind, Jesus calls with Jack-6. And Queen-4 suited. Christian takes the option to check. 3 ways to a flop. 2 spades. Queen, deuce, 5. Top pair for Christian. They check to the turn. And the spades get there for OJ. Nut flush. They check it over to Christian again. This time he's thinking about firing.
He's in trouble.
Looks like 15,000. Cutting out the call. There it is. Jesus gets away from it with that. Jack high. 3 changes nothing. This time Christian checks it over to OJ, who's gonna shove.
Even with the queen.
No, especially paired board.
Playing in the 5 kicker.
Yeah.
No. You gotta know his beat. This sucks because he has so much invested.
Yeah, big bet.
How many chips does he have?
It looks like he's just got about 30.
Yeah, he makes the call too. Man,
Oh.
this is
Bad news.
bad. OJ's just running everybody down right now.
He sure is. Running away with it.
I thought I was fucking dodging it. Nope. 'Cause you're not supposed to play suited commander.
That's going to bring us to the bubble. OJ, big leader. Jesus, Andrew, and Rhonda all just about tied around 60,000 in chips. Everybody on the edge of their seat. Anybody could be the bubble at this point, especially with the very large stack over there for OJ. He sure knows how to use it. Put pressure on some of those shorter stacks at the table, especially as we approach the bubble. Everybody's going to tighten up a little bit, try and get in that money. Rhonda, the solo big blind, is not even going to get any chips from the walk there.
Oh, nuts. Oh, the nuts. 7 8 speed. Well, that's the whole reason you fold, is especially
King 10 suited.
this late.
OJ under the gun.
You're just hoping
Up to 8,000 to go. Queen 6 suited, gonna make the call. Jack 6 suited hits the muck, as does Jack 10. Going heads up to a flop. The clubs versus the diamonds. 6 6 4 trips on the flop for Jesus. Looks like another bet of 8 from OJ.
Charlie just calls. Yeah, he just really call.
Oh,
He raised.
a raise up to 20.
Yeah, 50K.
And he's going to scare away his competition. But 20,000 chips to separate him from the rest of the table. a start and what he'll need to ensure himself a cash tonight.
Don't turn it down.
Yeah, I think he did. Probably turn it up.
Uh-oh.
Ace queen for Andrew. He just makes the call.
Oh.
And a
oh.
sneaky check from pocket jacks for OJ.
Oh.
And a jack on the flop. I've seen this before. They check to the turn. Andrew's gonna check again. I bet a 10,000 from OJ. Andrew gets away from it.
Look at me being smart. Look at me being smart. Intuition.
Jacks. Well, I guess it's just about any two cards on fire for OJ right now, but Jacks particularly making good hands for him.
It's all getting naked.
Just OJ getting naked. No one likes jacks.
Call from OJ. He's in trouble against 9-4 with the 8-4 suited, especially with only one diamond out there. Check it over to Jesus, who will check it back. Backdoor diamond dreams are dead. They'll check it again. And the queen on the river means Jesus is gonna be good. They just check it down. Jesus will take down the blinds in the blind battle.
OJ said he naked. God, it's roasted now.
So all my tattoos.
I saw.
I got one tattoo.
Really?
You see it?
What a
Dot.
scar? Scar?
You see it?
What? It's right there.
Yeah. When I had radiation
Oh, yeah?
cancer, they put me that.
They tattoo you,
The way they can point the radiation gun right at that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Baby ace for Andrew. Hits the muck. Not the worst decision from under the gun. Call from OJ. Suited jack for Rhonda. Going 3 ways to a flop. Queen 3-7. Pair for OJ. They check over to him. He makes it 4,000, the minimum. She's gonna induce a call from Jesus, but Rhonda's gonna get out of the way. Second queen on the turn, as well as a third spade. And this time, the bet from OJ is gonna scare off Jesus. Nothing to hold on to. OJ with 2 pair now and 4 ways to the second nut flush.
Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah. Texas or no, Texas, not area. Texas.
Yeah.
It's in Texas, not New Mexico.
Yeah.
couple of diamonds for OJ, but not much else. He's gonna want to see a flop though. Jesus with King Queen says he'll call OJ's bluff.
Yeah, we just got some bad intentions.
Sure does. Looks like we've got a family pot. Not the biggest family, but family nevertheless. Damn it. We've got 10 King 10 on the flop. 2 pair for Jesus. And he's gonna make it 6,000 for any who want to see the turn. Rhonda gets away from it. Andrew gets away from it, as does OJ. Another 12,000. Jesus starting to separate. Just about 100,000 in chips from the 2 shorter stacks of 50,000. OJ still at just about 300,000.
No, but not the ones that used to host the game over there.
I would see only that in
And it's going to be a walk for the big stack. Blinds are going to go up to 3,000, 6,000. OJ gonna make the call with a suited king. And it worked so nice the first time. 9-4. Gonna see a flop again for Jesus. Deuce, deuce, jack. King 8 in the lead this time. They check to the turn. 5 does not change anything. They'll check to the river. And the 8 just seals the deal for OJ. 8s and deuces with the king kicker.
Uh-oh.
Rockets for Jesus. Will he find any action?
See if we get some value.
He just makes the call. No action.
Must have raised it a little bit.
He must have. Maybe the call wasn't all in. Makes a little more sense for the big blind to get away from it like that. Unless she could just smell the rockets.
Uh-oh. And just trying to do some calculating.
This must be that ICM all the pros are talking about.
You were doing so good.
6-3 again for Andrew. This time he takes it down.
Okay, it's just like the worst feeling in the big blind. Let me walk.
Ace 10 suited this time for Jesus. Under the gun again.
60.
Sounds like he said 60. And once again, no one's going to stick around.
Yes. Me and Ross are
Have you been to Vegas lately?
Since September.
you playing with the cash? Which one was it?
I played at the Win, and they have like basketball tournament, and I played this year. Played at 500 some cash moments, played 400 some cash.
Came back with profit though. That's all fun.
Suited king for Ronda.
Making a move. Good. for you,
She
Ronda.
sure is. All in. King deuce gets out of the way.
Can't get it.
So does 8-6. The blind's starting to get higher and higher. More and more profitable. Make those pre-flop shoves. Take down the blinds.
First twice, and I must have been 4 times. I got first twice. We chopped first the third time, and then
Those are big catches. What were the buy-ins?
What'd you play at?
at the Win.
Pocket nines for Andrew.
Are there tournaments good there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
16.
I've never played that.
I hadn't either.
It's going to be a raise. 12,000 to go. Ronda the last to decide. Not much to look down at. She'll get away from it.
The Win? Yeah, really?
As anticipated, as we
And you
close in on the money, we all sort of tighten up a little bit. Not as many speculative calls pre-flop.
Play in one area, you go to the other one.
Oh, really?
And a lot of games over there. Can't screen to the, at the, Win and, what is that?
So the Win has a tournament area that's out on the casino floor.
Oh, pocket pair again. This time, under the gun looks down at ducks.
What's the name of that?
That's the Venetian that you're talking about. Is Venetian and
The Palazzo, the Venetian Palazzo.
No one better to look down at the deuces. King 9 for Andrew. Gonna check. Be heads up to the flop. Split down the middle at 50-50. We got a flip. Ace, 8, 6, all diamonds, only diamond for OJ.
I stopped going. I used to go 2-3 times a month. You can ask me.
Looks like another bet of 6,000. And Andrew's gonna get away from it.
It was more fun. Now it's so expensive.
The deuces are going to be good for OJ. Just for the blind, but chip up nevertheless. OJ gonna let all the deuces out now. It's very hard to hold it all in to not give away what he had last hand.
There was gonna be a good cash game Tuesday. And then comes Tuesday, and then there'll be a
Ronda in position with a decent hand. She is going to get away from it. Looked like she thought about it for a little while, but not the worst decision. Andrew with Queen Jack's going to make the call. You face down OJ, who now has the big blind special 9-4 hand. See if it's good this time. Nothing on the flop for him. 10 deuce deuce rainbow. They check to the turn. 7. Check to the river. 6. Queen jack is going to be good for Andrew. They check it down. Finally, Andrew able to take a couple of chips from the big stack. Remind himself that it can bleed.
He's not a machine. He's a man.
Just another man at the table. Chip in a chair. Just a few extra chips.
Nanda was not getting anything going.
I think she's the only one I've seen with 7 deuce tonight too, and she's had it 3 times.
Tough.
It's gonna be heads up to the flop. 7-6 versus 8-5. Pair on the flop for OJ. They check to the turn. 3 hearts out there. A 4th. And Jesus is holding. They check. And there's the 5, but not the heart. They check it down. And the 6 is going to be good over the 5 for a second time tonight. It's going to be a walk for Andrew with the king high. Big slick for OJ. Queen jack for Andrew. OJ's gonna take it down pre-flop this time.
slowly. I was like, I hope I'm
Good
not
try.
taking any of those chips.
I almost did the same thing.
Yeah.
You'd have to stack over here.
Yeah,
Not
I
trying
almost-
to-
I'll
Hello?
bet.
I wish I could play.
Me too. I don't see garbage.
Yeah. Good hand.
The pre-flop shove. Gonna keep Rhonda alive a little bit longer. Another 10,000 chips for her.
Worst.
Just straight.
No, kind of a quiet night tonight. Everybody's a little cold, probably staying home.
Big slick for Andrew under the gun. He's gonna make the call. Ace 10 for OJ. Call from OJ. Call from Jesus with Queen 4. And Rhonda's in there with 5 deuce. King 9-6, 2 spades. Top pair, top kicker for Andrew, but it looks like they check to the turn. 5 of diamonds. Now a pair for Rhonda as well.
Oh no.
A bet of 16,000. See, very, very little chance Andrew gets away from this one. A raise to 30,000.
Oh, wow.
I believe it's going to be all in for less.
Too fair.
She's going to need a little help on the river, and none to come. With that, I believe we will burst the bubble. Great game tonight from Rhonda.
I finally got you back. One time in these tournaments. I'm kidding. Have a good night.
Ran into the big slick. Andrew finally finds a hand that's going to pay him off.
Can't go for it, yeah. But I jammed true. It's a little stupid, but yeah. I just didn't want to play jam call.
I think we should just split
Because
it.
he just said I'm having nothing. What?
I think we should just split it. What do you think? 2 against 1? We decide to split it? Two agree, he doesn't, but
I'll have to.
majority.
Let's play a little.
We keep playing. Because I mean,
The blinds are.
whatever it is.
Yeah, the price of it.
My big,
Never
my
know
small.
this game.
Small. Oh, actually, showed me my dad's small.
Yeah, I'm big. So take that back. Is that Android? Oh, that's it.
I'm at 6.
Yeah.
Please, the price of those will be going out in 2 minutes.
Check.
Ace 8-9 rainbow on the flop. Neither of them catch a card. No help on the turn either.
Not a bad ticket.
Sounds like a bet of 7.
Hoping for one problem.
Andrew chasing only a deuce is going to lay it down.
I'm not gonna fall over a deuce.
Especially good decision considering OJ, the keeper of the deuce himself, had one in his hand, of course.
That was just.
But it's just that's the same.
Debt button.
Oh, yeah. 3.
Congrats to all 3 players remaining. Andrew, OJ, and Jesus have earned themselves a spot in the money, guaranteed $150, and anything they picked up along the way in our black chip bounties on our freeze outs on Sunday. See those black plaques stacked up over by OJ's stack? Each black plaque worth $100. Looks like a call here from Andrew. Got a blind battle here. Heads up to the flop. Ace, king of diamonds, 5 of spades. They're going to check it to the turn. A second ace out there now. Jack 8 in the lead for Andrew. And no help for OJ on the river. Jack high is going to be good with the paired aces out there on the board. One final hand of 3,000, 6,000. This will also be the final hand before the break. Or final blind level before break, rather. Call from OJ. 8-3 suited. Queen deuce suited for Jesus. He's going to check in the big blind. Jack 4-10 rainbow. Nobody catches a card, so we'll check to the turn. Another 4. Queen deuce in the lead. They'll check to the river. And a deuce just to seal the deal. And then they check it down.
Never seen that guy play before. He come in for big money.
I just wanted to get a hand so I could flip it. For who? Should I give Malcolm chips? He came with Malcolm.
Yeah,
I can't believe he had what, 150? Like 30 hand in, and then 2 hands later gone.
8,000 to go.
Not much for anybody to look down at. It's going to be a walk for Andrew. Suited queen for Andrew. He's going to make the call. Heads up to the flop. 10-7 deuce. Pair of 7s for OJ. Bet and a quick fold from Andrew. Now it's Jesus and Andrew just about neck and neck, fighting to see who will go heads up against the big stacked OJ. Queen Jack for OJ. He'll make the call. Queen 4 for Jesus, and a little bit of trouble here in the big blind. Jack 8-6, 2 hearts. They check to the turn. 9 of clubs. Bet at 8,000 will do it. Jesus gets away from it.
Alright, let's fold. Make him fold. Make him fold. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
It was my big blind.
And just a walk.
No good, no good, no good.
Oh, too many.
Too much caffeine.
I'm on my third one.
I don't know if you put in enough coffees.
I never do when I have the one. Somebody asked me another question.
Damn, I can't get rid of that card. Can you wash it?
This time they give the walk to OJ.
You didn't have to worry about it because you're not, you know, chips.
Alright, let's do it. Need a double up on
Me?
King 10 for Andrew. On the button, first to act pre-flop. We'll make the call.
Big blind special, come on. Big blind special.
Looks like we're going 3 ways to a flop. King 10 in the lead. Especially when the king comes out on the flop. You'll have to dodge a club though. OJ on the club draw. Check in the dark. It's another bet of 8,000 and a call.
Take your club.
They check it down, no club, so King 10 is going to be good, especially with that 10 on the river for 2 pair. Nail in the coffin for Andrew. Suited king for Jesus. And a baby ace for Andrew. Jesus needing a little bit of help here coming into the flop. Heads up.
Check.
9-5-5. They check to the turn. Jesus currently just on some backdoor spades that aren't going to get there. 7 of clubs on the turn. Deuce of diamonds on the river. Ace high, good for Andrew. They check it down. Andrew's going to extend the lead. The lead over Jesus at least, of course. OJ still the deep stack here at the table. But Andrew slowly closing the gap. Up to 130,000 now. Jesus, our short stack at 50,000 in chips. A call from Andrew, 7-5 of clubs. And a raise to 16 total from OJ with the Queen 9. Get Andrew to lay down that hand. Great time to apply pressure from OJ. Especially as the big stack. No reason to be getting it in against the big stack with 7-5 of clubs. Andrew makes a good fold. Call for OJ with 10-9. King 3 for Jesus in the big blind. Jack 6, ace, 2 clubs. King high in the lead. It's a bet of 9,000 that'll take it down for OJ. Big slick for OJ in position. It's going to be up to 16. King Jack for Jesus. He'll be all in. Quick call from OJ. Jesus needs some help. At risk here against the big stack. They're going to turn him up. Jesus is going to get the bad news. He's going to need to catch a jack. Or the right combination of Broadway. Flop comes. Queen, queen, deuce, 2 hearts. 7. 6. No help for Jesus. He will be eliminated in 3rd place. Great game from him tonight. He earns himself at least $150 for the 3rd place placement. Pausing the clock.
No creo que haya algo.
You have bounty too? So here's 3rd place.
Get a little bit better angle at our final 2. timer is currently paused.
Yeah.
Just 6 minutes away from our final player break. If they do decide to take that break, they are not required to. They could just play it out, the final two. Especially considering all of our purple chips have already been chipped up in the yellows.
He's a fluffy bunch. Getting everyone. I'm gonna go here.
Gary Andrews moving over to C5. Heads up. Button's always small. Button's always small.
You don't know what country? Eggs? Oh, that's like tickets.
You shooting on your friend?
I never had a try.
Yeah, the bounty too, so we got.
We're good to go, Gary. Thank ya.
That's wrong. So OJ will get first card.
For the big one?
Because he's a dealer.
To the left of the dealer first. That's not big one's problem, it's just to the left of the dealer first.
No.
Oh, this way.
There you go.
Can we take your wallet, please?
Oh.
Yeah. Big stack of yellows.
Yeah.
Yeah, get one of those numbers. Shop, I get to keep my dice. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll let
Oh.
metaphor.
Just bluffing right into it, huh?
Oh, you brother. Yeah, I thought maybe you had an ace. You got an ace, it probably would have called.
Man, get in right away. Yeah, just get quiet though, that's fine.
Give it up now, I'll give you one of these in second place. And then cash all that now.
Sure, that's fine.
Done.
Yo, easy.
Done.
Easy.
None deal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just taking first.
Wait, 6?
No.
No, I did.
Second.
Yeah, me?
It's alright.
Thank you.
Did you
You have a
buy
hundred,
it?
Roger? You have a hundred?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Plus,
Whoa.
that's the shitty about the what you can't.
All right. Players have made a deal. Andrew will be taking second place, and I believe 3 bounties. It's going to be a total of 650 for Andrew. A nice night of poker for him and a nice payout to show for it.
I thought it was 400.
I'm still happy with that.
And a nice stack of bounties for OJ as well. See if we can get a shot of all those black plaques right there on the betting line in front of him. Each one of those worth $100 on top of his $800 first place prize. Big congrats to all of our players who cashed tonight. With that being said, it looks like the action at our final table for the Sunday night Black Chip Bounty Freezeout has come to an end. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're looking to get into the action, you can give us a call at 575-444-6405. Get in touch with us on Facebook or at the YouTube. But with that being said, we will see you all for our regular Wednesday night free roll. WSOP points on the line, bigger prize pool, of course, until the end of February. Going to be tons of action. You don't want to miss it. Come out here and see us at South Plains.